All right, guys, I'm driving. I'm going to the store. Oh, no, I'm just checking. All right, guys, I'm back, and my eyes are gonna look like I'm not paying attention, but I am, because I have a hard time remembering to look over here. So I wanted to talk. I think I said something about my last video about some people on social media and YouTube and whatnot that I looked up to, that helped me along my journey, helped me kind of stay focused and kind of like remind myself of like where I'm going, right? I always like look up to people that are older than me and things like that, and I would always remind myself that, you know, if this person has done this and, you know, this amount of time, or somebody who's had results in some way, or they've gone through some struggles or something, that I could kind of like have a connection with me in some way, shape, or form, you know, or just somebody who just is, you know, I feel is genuine and honest, and I get some value from them. So first off, one of the people is this gentleman who passed away by the name of Rich Piana. Some of y'all may know of him, some of y'all may not, and you should look him up, check out his content videos. Great guy. Was real honest on helping me learn about like nutrition when I had no idea, and I couldn't sleep at night, and so I would kind of like get an idea of, you know, his mindset and how he thought about eating and his practices, and just you know, I could kind of relate with his personality, like the way he was just, you know, real forthcoming and just real with facts, kind of, you know, just rough around the edges, and I dig it. So Rich Piana is an amazing source of information, crazy guy, 5%, just kind of would tell you that if you really want it, you know, you're going to do whatever it takes. And that's what really reminded me of things like, you know, if I want something, his motto was, you're going to do whatever it takes. And that was it, you know, whatever it takes. And that's the way I looked at it, you know. If I didn't want to eat and I had to eat, I'd do whatever it takes. If I needed, you know, some time to like do whatever I needed to do, make that workout, get up at 5 a.m. or whatever, you know, it's the time doesn't matter. It's just the principle of doing it. But just kind of like that. Another one was Mike O'Hearn. You know, if you guys know about him, let me know. He's another guy. He's you know, about 10, 11 years older than me, and he's been in exceptional shape his whole life. He doesn't do anything but get better. So I figured, you know what I mean, when I was younger, I thought, I'm like, man, I'm done, you know. And when I started coming across people that I'm like, man, I'm nothing nowhere near compare to this person, and they're way older than me. Like, what is my problem? Like, I'm just being lazy. And so when I would see these things, I'm like, we don't like get worse with age, we can get better, you know. And that's what, you know, it would remind me, is that, you know, I look to these people and say, you know what, even if I stop right now, even if I screw up, and as long as I stay consistent, what can I be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? You know, like, who can I change myself into, you know? And so I would see things like that, you know. And then there was this other gentleman, Callum von Moger, that I'd seen, and he's just, you know, get your attention, crazy physique, work ethics exceptional, crazy stuff. But the things that made me learn about him was he's been through some crazy obstacles in life, through some injuries and stuff, and he's overcome them that were like, you know, real bad for a lot of people. And you know, I would complain about things that were nowhere near as bad as his, and he would still show up and made a huge comeback, amazing results. So Callum von Moger, check that guy out. He went through some major depression with injuries, struggles, and stayed, you know, consistent, you know, saw himself as the person that he envisioned him after all of those hard obstacles that had been put in front of him. Those are the things that reminded me to stay consistent. You know, just, you know, constantly thinking of what goals I set for myself in the beginning on day one. That was a reminder of myself. It doesn't matter if it's something on my phone, if it's a picture, something that I use to put that picture in my mind, you know. And then you just start kind of thinking like, if you start understanding how a person that you want to be is going to start making decisions, you start changing, you know. It's like there's nothing that we can be good at or great at or whatever you want to say without practice, without practicing it, without failing, without trying, without doing so. Doesn't matter if you're playing ball, if you're playing chess, checkers, whatever it is, it does not matter. You know, if you're a hairstylist, you got to practice. You got to screw some shit up. If you're cutting yourself legs shaving, you shaved the first time. You know what I'm saying? Everything there is, you got to put forth the effort. You know, think about this. Like, people don't want to work out, whatever, but we shave our legs. You know, women shave their legs, men shave our face. If not, we'd be some unkept person. But we still do these things. You know, it's a bitch to eat, but we eat. We find ways to do all these things. If there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? A person who thinks bad thoughts, who wants to steal shit, who wants to do bad things to people, they think about it enough, they're gonna do it. They get it, you know what I mean? And that's the same way with positive thoughts. If you think about positive thoughts and you think and you put in people that have positive thoughts into your mind, you're gonna have these positive thoughts. If you have negative shit, you're gonna have negative shit. You surround yourself with the people who drink on the weekends and do shit like that all the time, you're gonna be drinking on the weekends and you're gonna be miserable and unhappy with this shit, and you're gonna be complaining about it. And you're gonna fucking be looking forward to that same thing. I wanna look forward to this, but then it's over and then I start over again, and that's it, you know? And when you can unplug and be within your mind and yourself and reflect on these things, you have no idea how good it feels. And you know, just like sitting here and having this time to talk like this, it's great for me. You know, because it reminds me, it brings it back into my mind why I do what I do, and that if someone was talking to me and could help me speed up the process, and when I was trying to make these changes in the beginning, I would have been grateful for it. But I was lost in the same way. And we just gather these informations from individuals, because that's all we are as humans, as people, as children. Growing up, we were sponges, and everything that we experience and take in, it shape us, good or bad. And the bad things are what make us, you know, better, and the good things are what reward us. And remember that good things are there. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm at the store waiting on my girls doing some shopping, so I figured I would take advantage of this time. If there's a will, there's a way, and I would get this out to you. You know, some of y'all will hopefully benefit from this, but if not, I tried. And you know, I'm grateful for the time that you are here, and if you're skipping through it, you're skipping through it. But if not, I appreciate you, I love you. And you know, I'm not sure if I'm gonna add on to this, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But y'all have a dope ass day, and I'll be back. We'll see what's up. Take it easy.